Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 is just under a month away and it's actually been brought forward starting earlier. From the official theme to Battle Pass skins already leaked and information going beyond into Chapter 7, you'll want to make sure you're sticking around until the end of this one today. Just before we dive into it all though, thank you to everyone rocking code FM1 in the shop. It not only means the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug, so much so that we got a giant cutout of the code, and don't forget we have the FM1 Squad Discord now where we give away 1000 V-Bucks most days. The one lucky person who follows the giveaway rules and proves they have code FM1 entered in the code FM1 proof channel. Diving straight into it all before we hop into the Chapter 6 Season 4 Battle Pass skins and everything upcoming beyond that for Mini Season 2 Chapter 7, we are currently in Chapter 6 Season 3, which if you don't know started on June 7th, and apparently according to FN Buzz right here, Chapter 6 Season 3 Super is set to be the second shortest season of Fortnite ever, at only 63 days long. The shortest season of Fortnite currently is Chapter 1 Season 1, which lasted only 49 days excluding OG and Mini Seasons. Mini Seasons that he referred to there, for those that don't know, are like Galactic Battle we saw for Chapter 6 Mini Season 1 as it was called according to the description of the cosmetics released in that, whether item shop or battle pass. We are going to be seeing another one of these before Chapter 7 releases, which we have more intel on in just a second, but as I previously read out, this is meant to be a 63 day long season according to FN Buzz. Well, it just got shortened by a day, making it only 62 days long. This comes officially from Fortnite status. The Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Royale season and OG Season 4 will now end a day earlier on August 7th, posted this on June 26th, and as you can see in game, this reflects on the passes ending that day. All three, like we saw release for Chapter 6 Season 3, the OG Season 4 pass and the Lego pass, all of these now end a day earlier, and I think they're eventually trying to make it so all of the passes release on the same day each time they refresh, as the music pass right now is the only odd one out. Speaking of this music pass this season, it was initially meant to release 36.10 on June 17th as according to this schedule of updates right here, these being the first two, but Fortnite then posted 36.10 will release on Wednesday, June 18th. Please note that Week 2 weekly quest for Chapter 6 Season 3 and Battle Royale and OG, as well as new Supernova Academy quests will arrive on this date as well. So with, before it got changed, this update schedule initially being true, that means then the two at the end, the final two updates that we're going to be seeing as Epic Games are on summer vacation right now, 36.20 on July 15th and 36.30 on July 29th must also be. This means we have just over a fortnight, meaning 2 weeks, no pun intended, until Epic Games obviously get back for 36.20, where we're potentially going to be seeing in this second to last update, at least leaked, if not happening, a brand new mini event. The live or mini events, whatever you want to call them, this chapter so far have not disappointed. Chapter 6 Season 1, where we literally saw a random final showdown battle despite no timer being above the portal, where Daigo then eventually defeated Shogun X, sending him back to the Spirit Realm. We then had in Chapter 6 Season 2 Daigo wearing his mask at one of the portals, obviously opening and entering it, showing us this cinematic of him becoming corrupt, which then didn't turn out to be a battle pass skin but item shop skin this season, Chapter 6 Season 3, but even before this released, of course, we got a proper live event with a timer above it for Fortnite Galactic Battle, with the cinematic scenery being very similar to Operation Skyfire, but obviously Star Wars themed, which was a nice correlation. If I had to guess where the live event will be occurring this season or where we'll need to go to or the timer appears above, it would be where Boss Daigo is currently in game. It's safe to say another live event will be happening before this one in Chapter 6 Season 3, however, you've heard that right, in Fortnite OG, where it was confirmed initially by streamers that all of the live events throughout the OG mode would be repeating, starting with the first ever one, Blast Off, obviously in Chapter 1 Season 4, the rocket launch, which we've seen teased in the OG trailer, but on July 26th, 2025. All of the OG events repeating and even crossing over potentially into Battle Royale storyline has been discovered at Utopia City this season, where we can see from opening this portal that the 0 point obviously is inside, showing the place it was initially revealed in Chapter 1 Season 7 during the Unvaulting event, which caused the drum gun to get back from players voting, and then the volcano erupting, striking 3 locations, being Tilted Towers, Retail Row, and also the bottom of Polar Peak. From taking a look in a bird's eye view at this location, it's no coincidence that these definitely do look very similar Utopia City, and also inside the vault leading up to the 0 point with the pillars and the vaulted things inside. And don't forget the name of this location as well, Utopia. This was the codename skin for Singularity, our secret skin in Chapter 1 Season 9, which actually saved us by manning the Mecha Team leader in Chapter 1 from the Devourer, the monster, the giant one from underneath Polar Peak, actually trying to harness initially the power of the 0 0 point by breaking into the vault. We all know how this ended, with us getting the W. The island was saved until the end of the next season, Season X, but with this giant spherical structure obviously in the same place from the bird's eye view where the 0 point was in the vault, does this mean that the 0 point is contained safely inside perhaps? Utopia City is interesting for a number of reasons, and moving on to Chapter 6 Season 4 and Mini Season 2 even straight after that are also being teased right now through this dual teaser, we have this poster right here, which as you can see is a donut, and the sprinkles on it seem to be bugs. How this is a teaser for next season and even beyond that is because, as Hypex stated, Season 4 is the final and longest Chapter 6 season, set to be alien/bug invasion themed, has an event plus 6 mid-season updates set to end around early November, meaning it's over 3 months long, and the leaked items are super launch pads and bug gauntlets, and the Simpsons mini season starts right after it. Sheena posted prior to this season getting actually shortened by a day the following schedule for the updates in Chapter 6 Season 4, all 6 of them after the season starts. As you can see, we have 37.10, 37.20, 37.30, 37.40, 37.50, and then 37.51 being a smaller update. Without getting too ahead of ourselves, however, an interesting feature upcoming that we thought was going to be introduced for the first time in Chapter 7, but when Epic Games return in either the 36.20 or 36.30 update, is, according to Sheena, the Crypto Dog now confirmed to become a companion once the feature is added to Fortnite, which currently is a mythic that we get the bone of, throw down on the floor, and he acts as a mini junk rift before flying back up in the sky. Unlike this little dude being visible for both teammates and enemies when thrown down as a mythic, apparently when the companions are introduced as a new feature, they'll only be visible to you and your squad members, not the enemies, which is kinda disappointing in some sense, as a lot of people will want to flex with their own individual companions. Either way, as for what this means for the pets, you know, like the one shown in the Chapter 6 Season 3 trailer, this chameleon little dude right here, which was initially introduced to the pets category in Chapter 1 Season 6, apparently most, if not all, of the pets are going to be converted over to the companion category, so obviously we'll be following us around instead of just being sat on our backpack. Honestly, time seems to be flying as we're already 4 years onward from the initial Alien Invasion theme season, Chapter 2 Season 7 releasing, which was iconic for a number of reasons. Despite having the giant UFO above our Chapter 2 island, we also had Dr. Sloan introduced for the first time, being a main story character who apparently is set to be returning at some point. The reason this is believed is because there is a last reality looking version of Sloan on the Fortnite surveys, or just a version of her that we haven't seen come to the game yet. We can't let all of this distract us from the fact, however, that we're going to be seeing the Herald return most likely in Chapter 6 Season 4 for the Bug Invasion themed season. The reason this is incredibly likely is because, as mentioned previously about this Galactic Battle Live event revealing we're now in a reality bubble, like the initial one we knew of, Reality Zero, from the flipping over of the island leading into Chapter 3. This island felt safe for some time, with us obviously fending off the imagined order, including Sloan, from getting her hands on the 0 point, until the Herald came along at the very end and actually destroyed this whole bubble itself by literally engulfing the entire reality in chrome. Again, now that we know we're in another reality bubble, thanks to this event obviously concluding for Chapter 6 Mini Season 1 Galactic Battle, from taking a look at one of the very old survey skins, as they don't release every single one they actually make on here as concepts before another survey actually pours out, we have this amber version of the Herald, which, considering we know things from the past are going to be reoccurring not only in the OG mode, but obviously going forward integrated into Battle Royale like the 0 point portal at Utopia City, it would be most interesting in the storyline now to learn what happened to the Herald, or why she perhaps became this new amber form, especially considering we're going into a bug invasion themed season, so it does make sense. Or is this another version of the Herald, her sister, or simply another snapshot? Either way, it's safe to say the fate is sealed for this, as Epic Games is already testing Season 4, which again is rumoured to be bugs themed, and as you can see, Lulo included on this post on Twitter a bunch of different skins he believes could be upcoming in this Battle Pass for Chapter 6 Season 4, especially this moth-looking character. These are all taken off the unreleased section of the Fortnite survey skins on Fortnite.gg if you also want to go and have a look yourself. But speaking of survey skins, we just recently had another batch or set of them revealed on June 22nd thanks to Hypex right here, and as you can see, it contains some very interesting skins. Most interestingly, in my opinion, despite Ashton Hall, you know, who does the crazy morning routine of literally dunking his face in a bowl of ice water, are these highlighted by Hypex once again as Chapter 7 Season 1 Gala themed skins. And if you don't know why these are Gala themed, all 4 that he's actually put on the post, it's because a gala is a special public occasion at which there is a lot of entertainment, usually in the form of different types of performances. And as you can see from taking a closer look, these do fit that sort of criteria or vibe, but it doesn't stop there as we move on to Chapter 7 Season 2, which also were contained on this Fortnite Fortnite survey being Norse/Nordic themed skins. And the ones Hypex has used as examples or highlighted in that post is this chicken dude and also this female skin, which reminds me of Myths and Mortals Chapter 5 Season 2 to be honest. Hopefully more leaks regarding these Chapter 7 seasons and even Chapter 6 Season 4 pour out in the next update, which apparently, according to Sheena, as Epic Games have literally just started the vacation now on their summer-wide break. This lasts until July 11th, but the next Fortnite update is set to drop on July 15th, 2025. Drop a like if you're hyped and subscribe for more with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any future uploads, but don't forget I'm an Epic partner, so enter code FM1 in the shop now. It not only means the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug, so much so that we got a giant cutout of the code, and don't forget we have the FM1 Squad Discord now where we give away 1000 V-Bucks most days to one lucky person who follows the giveaway rules and proves they have code FM1 entered in the Code FM1 proof channel. In terms of other videos, click either of these two YouTubes recommended you on screen, it's a good suggestion whilst you wait for the very next upload I do publish here on the channel.